The A Show.
Where smart is the new sexy.
And now, April Hunter.
Hey everybody, welcome. Tonight we talk about how to opt out of fascism. Are you sick to death of corporatism?
Yes.
So are we. And we have the power to get out of it, at least to some degree, maybe not completely out of it, but we actually hold that power. So there are conscious decisions we can make every day, and we have solutions. Everybody's talking about this, but nobody's offering solutions. We have some ideas, we have solutions. So we are going to present those to you along with some amazing stories. But welcome to the A Show. I am your host, April Hunter. This is my co-host and cousin, Eva D. And I see lots of people coming in here tonight. Right. Yeah, I see Alex and Allie, Speedway, Michael. Thank you all for joining us. Cool, awesome dude. We appreciate you. I don't know if you guys are catching everything when we came in. Fury, welcome. So yeah, we have a hell of a checklist for you. And we also want to hear your input too.
Yes.
So if you have ideas that we've missed, we would love to hear you be part of the show. Steve, everybody coming in. So without further ado, I was going over some things, and I want to rename you guys because I know you're the smartest and the sexiest. So yes. I feel like you are officially now the smart and sexy squad. I feel like you're our smart and sexy squad.
I love it.
I mean, this is you guys, right? This is you guys.
Yes.
You are our smart and sexy squad. So, I mean, can we take a vote on this one? Do you guys like it? Not like it? Because I mean, I feel like I'm two boobs up on this one.
Yes. Well, and you already got some bits, so
yeah.
Somebody...
Oh, thank you. You know how that goes. If you throw your biddies, we flex them titties and anything else.
Right.
All right. I see that. Oh, Michael and Steve. I see some people going for it. Yeah. All right, Fury. I mean, it doesn't have to be unanimous. We just need like people to say that they like it. All right, Winona. Also a reminder. Okay, next week we're going to do a show and tell. So, two boobs and a butt up. Yeah. All right, smart and sexy squad. We're actually going to feature you next week. We're going to do a artisan craft show. So if you are a crafter, if you do anything and you want to show and tell your work, if you make money from it, if you have an Etsy store, TikTok, whatever you do, please let us know. And we're going to bring you on for however many minutes, 15, 20 minutes. If you have a video we can show as well, that would even be better. But we want to know what you do. We want to know how to support you. We want to know how people can order from you, maybe for Christmas or in the future. And yes, the information there is, send us your information for next week so we can send you a link to join on the show as well. So it is theashow.aprilhunter@gmail.com. And Lon sent us a tip of $5. So
sweet. Thank you, Lon.
Thank you. $5 tip.
I will do this kind of flex.
Yeah. Now you got to flex yours too for $5.
Yeah.
Come on. Eva's actually very strong. I work out with her sometimes, and she keeps up. So she's amazing.
Right.
Yeah. This woman has lost 70 pounds, and underneath of it all is muscle. So
I still got some under there. Still got some fat, but there's a lot of muscle under there, so I'll take it.
It's fluff.
There you go. It's fluff.
You're not fat. You're fluffy.
It's fluff.
It's fluff.
And behind me is beautiful full moon. Happy full moon, everybody. Harvest moon hitting the fall. Sorry, just bringing it out.
Yes, do your full moon intentions tonight. What you want to close out. So like I said earlier, I don't know if you missed it, but tonight's show is how to opt out of the corporatism, the surveillance, the fascism that seems to be coming in hard and fast. I mean, it is coming in hot too. And it feels like we are, in a way, I don't know if it feels like this to you, but it feels like it's to a lot of people I know. It feels like we're kind of losing control in a way. So we actually have solutions on how to gain control of your lives back by making everyday decisions. And we have a pretty good list here. Of course, if we miss anything, we would love your input as well. So I wanted to read you guys a little story here. There's been so many stories that have inspired this. I know, Eva, we had a little video we can play. We had a couple other things to talk about.
Yes.
Just going to read this to you guys. It was in Business Standard today. U.S. town turns to AI surveillance to fight crime. Privacy fears arise. So, is AI the next big brother? So a small city in Georgia has joined the growing list of U.S. municipalities deploying AI-driven surveillance technology to fight crime. According to a report by Forbes, police in Dunwoody, a suburb of Atlanta, have rolled out monitoring tools supplied by Flock Safety, a surveillance technology company headquartered in Atlanta. These tools include cameras, gunshot detectors, and drones, along with facial identification. Now, it's not so dumb when you're driving in a car with a mask alone anymore, is it? I just want to remind you that the government never really fails to take advantage of a crisis or create one. So they don't prosecute crime. They open up the borders. They leave everything unvetted. They allow this to happen. They allow women to be raped. They allow all this stuff to happen. They allow people to be robbed. And then they create the solution. When they actually had the solution was in place the entire time. They just needed the cause. So this is the MO. It historically has always been an MO. And hi, everybody joining us late. We appreciate you being here. Maurizio. So Flock Safety founder Garrett Langley believes the company could help eradicate crime in the U.S. within 10 years by combining AI tools with social programmers or social programming. The company is also developing an AI platform called Nova, designed to integrate surveillance data with public records, a move critics have deemed a major privacy risk. So how AI surveillance works. In Dunwoody, police have deployed more than 100 Flock cameras, gunshot detectors, and drones. The devices automatically capture license plates and vehicle characteristics, such as model, color, and visible damage, uploading the information into Flock's cloud-based platform. Law enforcement can then search the database, track vehicles across jurisdictions, link incidents, analyze live feeds, and use AI tools to transcribe 911 calls. Each camera costs $3,000 to $3,500 plus subscription fees. Dunwoody PD pays roughly $500,000 annually for 105 devices and software. This is where your tax money is going. What is Flock Safety? Founded in 2017, Flock Safety operates across 49 U.S. states. So coming to a city near you. The company runs more than 80,000 cameras nationwide and claims its technology has helped solve over 1 million crimes annually. Precog thought crime anywhere? We're in Westworld now, aren't we? Backed by venture capital firm Anderson Horowitz and probably also backed by BlackRock or Blackstone, it is one of several emerging companies offering AI-based surveillance. So what does U.S. law say? You know, Trump's big, beautiful bill that included nothing regarding AI or AI protections for people. Here's what U.S. law says. Fuck all. There's no comprehensive federal law governing AI use in policing. Zero. Okay.
There it is.
So instead, individual states and cities have enacted their own rules. So in other countries, they have enacted laws. In America, they just have not bothered. Illinois, Vermont, Massachusetts, and New Jersey impose restrictions such as warrant requirements or limits on use for serious crimes. Oregon and New Hampshire prohibit linking facial recognition with police body cameras. At the federal level, former President Donald Trump's big, beautiful act imposed a 10-year freeze on state-level AI regulations, effectively curbing local efforts to restrict surveillance technology. So that is some of what's going on. The critics have long warned that the 10-year freeze would reduce oversight, and the concerns appear valid. So there's a lot more to this. If you want, you can go to Business Standard. And you can, this article is called U.S. Town Turns to AI Surveillance to Fight Crime. So.
Okay. Wow. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hang on. Skinny boy, fuck off, okay? You got to go.
Yeah.
All right. There we go. Anyway, so yeah, it's yeah. Michael says we went from homing pigeons to drones. I know, like crazy, right?
I like the idea of homing pigeons. We should go back to that.
Yeah, it's a crazy time. And if you're feeling a little bit like what's going on, we actually have some solutions for you. Do we have any other stories to cover first before we delve into this?
No, I think that's, well, it's up to you. I mean, we do have some things, yes. How about the California hate speech thing?
Oh, yeah, that's interesting. You know more about that than I do.
Well, it's called California Senate Bill 771. That's technically what it is.
This also falls into this whole thing too, right?
It does. So in first glance, when you mentioned it and brought it up, I was like, let me look into that before I could comment, because I wanted to make sure I knew what I was talking about. So when I read into it, basically it appears as if they brought up something to protect the public, that any company that social media company that is profits at 100 million or more per year, so basically Meta, things like that, that they are told that they have to police discrimination on a high level on their platforms, meaning that their algorithms, so forth, as people put things out there, is to not push a narrative of discrimination. And they will be fined for every time that they cross that line. Well, we already know that they have AI policing and what's going on with that. So they don't want to be fined. Here is my interpretation of what it is. So if everybody has...
Is this going to be like tariffs is passed down to us?
Pretty much. So kind of, sort of. So let's say Meta, for instance. I'm just using that as an example, or, whatever my phone feels like listening to right now. That on those platforms, you go to post something and Meta gets a fine for it from the state of California. Well, they don't want that to happen. So they're just going to keep stopping all this. And eventually you're not going to be able to talk about crap on there except for your family. You can't talk about April's boobs. You can't talk about the podcast. You can't say fuck. You can't tell them to fuck off.
You can't post a bikini picture from your vacation.
Exactly. So when that happens, California gets all this money. Meta pulls out of California. So that looks like, hey, that's great. We're not going to talk about bad things on social media. Well, then in the back door, there is the idea of doesn't that free speech? There's nothing in there that says anything about free speech. So that's protected under, Constitution. So they can't say anything about free speech.
Matter of fact, that was so important to the people, our forefathers, who had dealt with so much.
Right.
And Cool Awesome Dude said it sounds like gatekeeping. It was so important. It was the very first amendment. Right.
So they brought it all the way it's passed all the way up to Newsom now. So Newsom has till October 20th to either sign it or not. If he does sign it, it enacts in January 27th. So if it does not pass, it gets squashed. And I think you mentioned New York is proposing the same thing. So as far as I'm concerned, they can kiss my ass too. And
you pass it with one place, they're going to set a precedent to pass it with every other state.
Right. It's already bad enough as it is. So here's what I'm going to say about that is I understand why the term has become a hate speech law. Technically, it's not a hate speech law. It's not against free speech, blah, 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 technically by the wording, which is how they're getting away with it. So, but it will stop free speech. Fight against it. Don't let your states, wherever you are, protect yourselves. You should be able to say whatever you want. Internet is free. If you can't say something on one platform, go to another platform. Say what you want. It's free speech. Get on podcasts like this. You can say what you want. Now we might get banned on YouTube or something like that. But just so you know, we can say what we want on Twitch.
We get algorithm restricted. So fewer people see us.
So in fact, that leads into a conversation that we've been talking about, which is why we can stream on Podbean and those other places. You can listen to it. You can also Rumble. We are on Rumble, and those also on X. And you can listen to it unedited whatever curse words, fingers, whatever you want to enjoy, and listen to April's rants and anything else she has to say, unrestricted. So that's where I'm going with that.
Yeah.
Stupid
Speaking
Bill
of,
777. Fuck off.
if you're lurking in the back, please log in and say hi to us. Please share this podcast. We really appreciate it. We also think people are going to appreciate what we have to say on this one. So everybody, we're seeing what you have to say in the comments. Daniel, Maurizio, Lon, everybody, thank you. And Lon is providing us some light comedic commentary. He says, I got a drone joke. Person had to contact Amazon after their sex toy didn't arrive by drone. But apparently, Amazon doesn't give a flying fuck.
Nice. Good
That's
one,
almost
Lon.
a dad joke, but not quite. But we love
That's
your jokes.
okay.
Thank you, Lon.
Hey, you know what? You got to get it where you can get it.
Yeah, and welcome, Jameer. Thanks for coming in. So, like I said earlier, I don't know if you caught it, but we are doing a craftspeople episode next week. So, if you are somebody who makes and sells things or is a craft person, we're going to feature you in a show and tell episode. Email us. We have the email for you in this chat so we can get you the link to join us. If you have a little video we can play, that's great. And speaking of, I'm going to see if I can dig up this video to play for you guys. I put one up earlier.
While you're doing that,
yes.
I will throw out there, check out our sponsor, Wolfpack Gold, and I will throw the banner up while you are doing that because they are awesome sponsor. And Wolfpack Gold, aprilhunter.gold, through them, invest in gold and silver. It is the way to go. And outside of that, continue using cash. Protect everything you have.
I can't pull up Facebook today for some reason. I sent it to you on Messenger and it's not working for me on my thing. Keep saying the page is not working.
Let me see what I have.
It's so wild. I can pull it up on my phone on the app, but not on the thing. Oh well. So I guess we're not going to watch that video.
Oh, it's under. I think you sent it to me under Instagram.
No,
let me throw it back out there.
Not. It is an Instagram post, though.
Let me send it back over to you. Maybe that'll help.
Okay. Through what though?
Hang in there 1 second. I'm going to copy and I'm going to drop it right back in and maybe that'll work.
To what?
I just dropped it back into Facebook Messenger.
Yeah, I just said I can't get on Facebook.
Okay.
At all. It's not pulling it up on my computer today. So it just stopped working for me. So yeah, so much for that. Anyway.
Let me see if I can get my stuff to work for a change. How about that?
There you go. Yeah. So we put together a really cool opt out of corporatism checklist. So I think one of the things we have to remember, and this is something that we seem to forget, and a lot of it is brainwashing too. We've all been sort of brainwashed. Is that divide is the biggest weapon being used against us, but unity is our biggest strength. We also have a lot of choice. So if we stopped everything, if we stopped work, if we stopped buying, if we stopped doing what we do tomorrow, everything stops. Everything falls apart. So there's more of us than them. So as much as they like to make us feel like we're not shit and we don't matter, and corporations run everything, they don't. We run things don't run we. So we need to remember that that we are actually the majority, and there's a really, 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 really vested interest in keeping us at each other's throats and fighting all the time through whatever, using hate bots, using AI bots. 50% of what you're seeing on the internet are AI bots programmed to create hate and division, gender, race, anything, politics. There's a reason that there's 2 political parties, no matter how many are running. They just give you the delusion, the delusion of choice. There's 2. They never let anybody else run. There's no red, there's no blue. There's just us versus them. That's it. That's all there is. So that said, we have some ideas. So if you wish to feel more in control of what's going on in your life, we have a whole lot of choices that you can consciously choose. So there are some ideas for daily resistance, as we call it. If you want to be part of the resistance, if you're aware and you understand things, be part of the resistance. Now, things are going to come whether we like it or not. Change is going to come, but why make it any easier than it needs to be, right? And why go quietly? So exactly. So for media and technology, and I know a lot of people might resist this one, but I love it, and I'll tell you why. Use physical media like DVDs, Blu-ray, vinyls, CDs, and downloadable files that you own instead of streaming. And here's why. We have gotten so screwed with enshittification online. So remember how like Prime would come right away and we all paid for streaming and it was a great deal. And then all of a sudden they started shoving commercials back in there. So now you get a Pfizer commercial literally every 7 minutes, whether you want it or not, even though you're still paying for that channel. So when you use DVDs, which I have fallen back in love with, you have no commercials, nothing, and you get all the bonuses too. So, and you can get them pretty inexpensively. So the whole concept of, you know, how many times have you gone to watch a movie that you believe is on the channel you want to see, you know, just to find that that's not available in your region. So then you have to rent it again. You know, maybe you have rented or bought this movie multiple times in digital form. Screw that. Just buy it and own it. So the whole you'll own nothing and be happy is a real thing. They want to keep you subscribing to everything. So wasn't there a car subscription where they wanted to keep you subscribing to the car or you didn't get air conditioning? They were testing that theory out. So some of these new smart cars, they wanted to keep you, oh no, hot and cold seats. It was heated seats, heated and cool seats. If you didn't pay for the streaming service with your smart car, they were going to shut down your hot, your heated and air cooled seats. So that was an extra fee every month. So they're really trying to get you to pay for something every single month, all the time. And basically they're just death by 1,000 paper cuts. They're just trying to bleed you everywhere, every which way. So by
like
owning,
you said too. Yeah, that you have to upgrade for ad-free options.
Yeah, you got to upgrade. So if you keep upgrading, you're going to be at like $100 a month for 4 channels.
Yeah, that's retarded. So ridiculous.
Yeah. Oh, and Michael says that once I wrap up this cable contract, I'm going to get that service. We recommend it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, we have it.
Yeah. We have it. We like it.
It's every channel. Yeah. Matter of fact, what were you looking for the other night that we couldn't find anymore on HBO?
Twisted Metal.
Yeah, it's on that service.
Yeah, so, because I didn't want to resubscribe to Peacock, and I want to watch the next.
No,
season.
it was the other one. It's Homeland.
Which one? Oh, Homeland.
They have
all that's Showtime
seasons on Homeland with. So yeah. What are some of the? Yeah. Daryl says Amazon charges $3 extra a month for ad-free movies and shows. But that's I said, death by 1,000 paper cuts. You pay a little bit here and a little bit there. I just had to upgrade my cloud. So now I pay $10 extra a month for Google, $10 extra a month for cloud. I'm sure people are paying for storage for
oh yeah.
It's never ending.
That email that I didn't get from you was because that particular email you sent it to is full.
Yeah.
That's my other email address you sent it to.
Yeah, sorry.
No, that's all right. That was what it was though.
So Allie says, and pirate stuff that's not available on physical or the physical version is very expensive or hard to come by. Retro video games are especially guilty of being very expensive as of late. Yes. And whatever you find online, if you like it, if you think it's valuable, download it and print it out because stuff is disappearing. So
yeah, that's
print things out and save them because books are changing. Everything's changing. They're even editing movies now. So there was some movie that they just edited the whole beginning out in this country. I'm trying to remember what it was, but yeah, all these extra fees add up quickly. So, okay. So read physical books and support libraries. So I'm a big with a physical book. Living in Florida, we got kids that will run around and kick, sand and water at us. I don't want sand and water on a screen. Matter of fact, I don't want to be on a screen at all when I'm outside or, on my own time. I want paper so that my eyes aren't going to go blind. I'm on a screen all day long. So I love finding used books or we have these little lending libraries around here where you can go leave a book and take a book.
Oh, I love that.
Love it.
Yes.
So yeah, go back to books. You can find them very, very inexpensively at thrift stores, online, even on Amazon. They have them. As much as I hate to recommend Amazon and this, but they do.
Oh, there's other places too. Yeah.
Let's see. Allie saying, Allie said QBitTorrent and a VPN.
Yes.
You won't need to pay for streaming services anymore.
The only thing about QBitTorrent is the buffering. I don't know if they fixed that, but that was something that I used to run into with them, which is why I stopped using them. Books at Goodwill, that's one of them. Salvation Army. Actually, any of your local thrift stores usually have a ton of books.
Yeah.
And we have done that how many times that we've gone into a thrift store and we end up spending an hour in the book section.
Yep.
And they'll have BOGO books, 50-cent book days, that kind of stuff.
A lot of them have free kids books too. So if you're looking for kids books for your little ones or nieces, nephews, anybody, a lot of them offer them for free.
Yeah.
So, and thank you, Maurizio, and everybody else who's being very sweet. I appreciate you very, very much. Or Demon Ayo. What else we got? Okay.
Oh, when you're done that, I did get that video and everything to come up.
Oh, did you? Okay.
Yep.
Choose independent browsers and search engines like Firefox, Brave, DuckDuckGo. Instead of Gmail, use Proton. So remember, if you're not paying for a service, you are the service. So if you're Meta, we don't pay for Meta. So we are the service. I always laugh when they ban you when you get in trouble. They give you a 3-day ban. It's like, that's against their own self-interest. It's so weird because they're selling our everything. So that's how you know that they're still listening and collecting your information all the time, because they don't care if they kick you off for 3 days or whatever the ban is. They're still getting all your information. So, and Allie's saying Brave is the best browser. Okay, so there you go.
I have not tried that.
Okay, and Alex is seconding. He says he has a Brave browser as well. So these are the browsers you should avoid use instead of Google. Again, Firefox, Brave, DuckDuckGo. And you can use Proton for email instead of Gmail. This is a big one, a real big one. Avoid smart devices like Alexa or Ring cameras.
Yeah.
Avoid like the plague. Yeah, do not use those. Get them out of your house.
Home and other ones.
Yeah. I would say don't use smart anything if you can avoid it. Just get it the fuck out of your house.
That's true.
Yeah, like my we had a lightning storm. Was it just yesterday? The day before yesterday?
No, it was Sunday.
Yeah, and we usually don't lose our electricity out here because where I live is a haven town. All our power lines are buried, but the lightning was coming down, and I guess I hit a what are they called?
Transformer,
because everything went out. So when we got electricity back on, my giant ceiling fan in the living room did not work anymore. And it's one of those big, 70 plus inches one. So I can't get it to start again.
Have you reached out to the electric company, order them yet?
No, apparently when you buy a $15 a month service for surge charge, they don't include a fan. You have to be top tier of their service to get it.
So
Again, top tier. You have to buy the whole thing. So
what's your $15 a month actually cover? Nothing?
I don't know. Probably like just a refrigerator or something.
Or your Wi-Fi that's paid that you get from somebody else. Oh
yeah, it's ridiculous. Probably doesn't cover shit. I pay $15 a month for a service that I can't use.
Wait, where's your little guy with his finger? Oh, there he is. There he is. All right.
That's what I think. Anyway, yeah, always trying to upgrade and upsell. Exactly, TN. So, so when I have to get another one. So thank you to everybody who sent an Amazon gift card.
I was just gonna say
that's where my freaking birthday money went. Thank you for the Amazon gift cards. So I'm looking and I'm seeing everything is smart fan, Alexa controlled, voice controlled, smart, light changing. I'm like, I just want a dumb fan that works. It was hard to find something that wasn't a smart product. By the way, smart does not mean intelligent. It means self-monitoring and reporting technology.
Geotagging? Oh, did I say that out loud? Okay.
Yeah. So just so you know, does not mean that it's smart. It means that it's monitoring and reporting. So, so it was interesting. I'm like, oh my God, you can't even get a ceiling fan that's just a ceiling fan anymore. Anyway, so there's that one. Avoid the smart devices, the Ring cameras, the Alexa. I have nightmare stories I could tell you about the Ring camera. My friend worked for that company. He said at any time they could go into anyone's Ring camera, and they did, and just watch their house. And they would do it for fun. So they have full access to everyone's everything. Download and archive important content like films, music, articles, and make sure you keep them offline. Handwrite letters and keep paper maps or guides. I love an atlas map.
So do I.
Yeah. Yeah, I love an atlas map.
You never know when other things aren't going to work or properly either.
I also added avoid fake news. Avoid the fake news channels that are out there, which is pretty much every mainstream media. Avoid them and find podcasts or newsletters that you trust. Like one I recommend is called 1440. So you can sign up. I think it's 1440news.com. It's just news. It's just a simple newsletter with no opinion being shoved in your face. It's news every day. So there are a couple different newsletters you can get. That's not going to, keeps you informed. That's it. Find the podcasts that are whatever you are looking for. Support your independent journalists, and also don't use ChatGPT. Use your brain. So ChatGPT is good for certain things. Yeah, there you go. Michael says, I still write a letter. Nothing like expressing yourself with a pen.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Yeah. And plus, when you write something and you go back and delete it, you can't remember what your original thought was. If you scratch it out, you can still see. And sometimes you want to go back to that original thing. So, the more we use ChatGPT, the less our brain interacts and lights up, and we need to make sure we're using our brains. Are you able to play that video?
Yeah,
from there. So you can you know how to present it?
Yep, I'm gonna try right now. I haven't done it in a while. Part of it was because I couldn't access my Facebook.
Now remember, you got to make sure the volume is turned up ahead of time. Otherwise, it's going to go right on and not have any volume.
All right, I'm going to try this real quick. Let's see.
Okay, let's try it.
All right, screen share.
Michael's saying I always write my best friend letters on her birthday. She loves them. Yeah, me too. I'm a big fan of the written letter.
All right, I'm going to wing it.
All right, got it.
See it?
Yep.
All right. Whoop, that's my headset. All right, that's not going to work. All right. Wing it. Here we go.
Everything on the internet is bait to engage your most extreme emotions, which is why it feels so awful and euphoric to be on it.
But let's be honest, it's mostly awful, especially after this last week.
Ignorance isn't bliss, but neither is omniscience.
You don't have to know why people are mad at Mr. Beast. You don't have to know every single thing Trump does every single day. You definitely don't need to watch someone get shot and all the reactions to that person getting shot. God bless her, but your old college roommate's wife is not going to solve the current political crisis.
The internet is essentially AI slop, thoughts, and prayers. You'll never find the closure or the gratification you want on here. Do not hate watch. Do not comment. Negative engagement is still engagement. Disengaging allows you to focus on the things you can control instead of on the news cycle, which you can't.
The second I see something that pisses me off, I log off, and it genuinely helps.
Okay, so here's my theory about what really went down last week. It's the media orchestra completely disengage. Almost everything on the internet is baked to engage your most extreme emotions, which is why it feels so awful and euphoric to be on it. But let's be honest, it's mostly awful, especially.
Yeah, I didn't know you could do that on that side. That's great. So yeah, I just thought we would remind you guys that almost everything, a lot of stuff is AI and it's programmed to be hateful. And it does affect our, you watch your diet, you got to watch your diet here too. So we want you to live your best freaking life. So just be aware of that. Okay. So what are your opinions on those? Do you have anything that I missed there?
Me?
Yeah.
My opinions are, I agree with you 100% on this whole thing. I think we all need to just be more aware of how digital everything has taken us over. We need to back away from all those things. At least be aware. Use them as we need them, as useful tools for work, whatever we got to do. But realize that it is controlling narratives. They're controlling us. Yeah, don't hate watch.
Yeah, Raphael, I like that.
There's click and baits.
Yep.
There's everything, and just back away.
Social
be
media
open-minded to what's going on. Yeah, and I'm not saying there isn't good out there. Gosh, there is good. There's good things or reasons to be on social media. You reconnect with
pole
friends,
dancing,
family, pole dancing.
I am addicted to pole dancing.
I told you I love guys in heels dancing.
Oh my God, I don't care about the heels. I have gone through my feed. I'm trying to add dancing to my Instagram feed because there's so much stuff that's it's so bad. So I'm like, I found like this couple who I think they're from Russia, and they do pole dancing together, and they're so good that they judge other pole dancing competitions all around the world. So of course that led me down a rabbit hole of pole dancing and pole dancers. And this has gotten so much more advanced from when I was pole dancing. I mean, these are like fucking athletes. And then of course there's parkour too. So we got parkour and pole dancing. And now my Instagram feed is so much better. So now I've got puppies, parkour, and pole dancing. I'm like, yes.
Well, you've said that before. You can change your algorithm, change your life. There is exactly it right there. Now, mind you, I look at puppies every day. I love looking at Boston Terriers and the funny stuff they do. So, I mean, use this stuff to your advantage. If that stuff's going to be out there, you might as well make you smile and happy. Listen, today, at work, our AC didn't work today. It was off. So it was hot as fuck. But you know what?
It's still 90 degrees in Florida, by the way.
Yeah. And every time we turned around, at least, one of us was popping up some video to make us all laugh. What else are you going to do? At least use the system to make you smile. So
Tian says, great point, Ava. They're trying to control the way that you think. They are controlling the way we think.
Don't let them.
They are. So knowledge is power. That's why we're putting this out there. Knowledge is power. Being aware of it so that you can't be manipulated, so that you can take a break. That's a big thing. And Allie said, even operating systems are invading people's privacy. Windows 11 is a privacy nightmare. That's why many people are moving to a Linux distribution. Okay, I didn't know that. Thank you.
Well, I have a lot to say on that too. It is hard to transfer over because so many things do not run on that. Like a lot of things that run Mac and so forth.
That means my computer won't work. With Windows 10 going end of life next week, if you want privacy, Linux is your only option. My old desktop.
Right, but your old desktop will still operate, just won't be updated. Like your phone is not updated for the last couple of years because
I know.
Your operating system on your phone is old. Yeah. Eventually that will be
I know, don't remind me. I buy old phones and keep them forever. So, and Daryl says I still write and send Christmas cards every year. Just ask April. Yes, he does. I get one, and sometimes there's recipes
awesome,
in there,
Daryl.
All kinds of cool stuff. Yes.
I write cards and send them out too, and everybody should. It's so cool getting a card in the mail.
It is.
So
it is.
I have other stories if you don't.
So I have a whole list. That was just a part of it.
Okay.
So
that
was just the first part. For that one, yes. So next one is money and economy. So this one's pretty easy. We talk about a lot of these all the time, and you guys are going to know them. So at the risk of sounding, redundant, just bear with us in case there are any new listeners. Use cash whenever possible. Use the cash. Use the cash. Businesses that accept cash are very reticent to switch over to digital money. Support local businesses, artisans, and farmers markets. I can't tell you what a big deal it is. Etsy, people shop local, going to your Comic Cons and shopping there versus buying stuff on Amazon. It's really a big deal. I know it costs a little bit more, but it keeps them in business. So, and it doesn't always cost a little bit more, but when you find something, yes, cash is king. Use credit unions or local banks. Or if you're uncomfortable using those as just your primary, use them as a secondary. And by the way, credit unions, you get a credit union discount with a lot of things. And you remember how you used to get a student discount? They don't have those very much anymore, but they do have credit union discounts. So if you use a credit union, ask about credit union discounts. Repair or reuse items instead of replacing. Okay, this is a big deal.
It is.
We as consumerists, we as corporatism, as that has spread, and they like us. It used to be they would make something. They would make a piece of furniture that was so well crafted, it would last forever. And this is why we see these antiques that were made in the 1800s, early 1900s that are still in use today. These old doors that were made in 1500s, still in use today. They made things one time, and they survived hundreds of years, or 90 years or whatever. Now they make things to last 1 to 3 years because they want you to keep buying it. Do they have a light bulb that will last forever? Yes. Are they going to let you have it? Fuck no. Because they want you to keep buying. So how you get around that and how you get around this is by learning how to fix, replace, sew, or you find a friend who does and you barter with them. So YouTube has like everything on there. So you can usually figure out how to fix, replace, sew, repair, instead of buying it again. And I said replace, I didn't mean replace, I meant fix and repair. Eva, don't let me say dumb things because I've had a couple concussions. You got to.
Well, they also. I was looking over. I have a book here that's, and we're back to books, right?
Yes.
Can you see that?
No, you got to hold it well. Oh, complete do-it-yourself manual. Oh yeah, something like that.
It's repairing that stuff.
Yes.
It do those things. So anyway, sorry. Go ahead.
Oh yeah, even TN says, even at my factory job, the quality issues would be so bad 5 years ago. Now that would be so bad 5 years ago. Now they just let it go. It's so sad.
Oh yeah, people do. They just write it off.
They do. And here's another one. War Demon says, look at the iPhone, always coming out with a new one every year. Yeah. That's another thing. Don't fall for that. Don't upgrade and upgrade and upgrade and upgrade. So it's ridiculous and it's expensive. All right. So barter and trade skills whenever possible. And don't be that person that, borrows tools and never gives them back. That's not good.
Whoops. Who does that? Sorry.
I know.
No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
And welcome, Wolf. How are you doing? Cancel unnecessary subscriptions, unless, of course, you subscribe to my site, because we need you to support us so we can keep doing the good things here. But yes, cancel unnecessary subscriptions because that will add up. Again, death by 1,000 paper cuts. They're going to bleed you dry. $3 here, $9 here, $7 here, $2 here, $10 there. It is very planned. And as Raphael says, it is planned obsolescence. It 100% is. So it's nuts. Invest in gold. So invest in gold. I know that we have a sponsor, gold sponsor, but even if we didn't, I would tell you that. Invest in precious metals. And research who owns brands. Use those companies who align with your own values. So a lot of times when you start researching who owns what, what they have contributed to or what they have done in the past, you're going to find out that there are a lot of companies that you don't want to give money to. So, and you're going to find out there's a recurring 4 names over and over again. Once you start really digging and going through parent companies, you're going to see BlackRock, Blackstone, Vanguard, State Street. Once you keep going, because they own a lot.
Everything.
Yeah, they own a lot. So if you can find places that align with your values, for example, what did we find? It was Domino's. Was it Domino's? One of them was contributing to. Oh my God, I'm trying to think. They're spending a lot of money as far as pro-life or pro-choice. It was something one year. I mean, again, you can look.
Domino's. Hold on.
Huh?
Yes.
Yeah, I think it was Domino's. It was like, this is pizza. Why are you, what? I was just like, I'm not eating Domino's anymore. They should not be doing this. So, yeah, TN says silver is 47.76 an ounce, and an ounce of gold is over $4,000. So,
yeah, it was Domino's.
Huh?
Yeah, Domino's.
Yeah. So you really kind of take a minute to look at the companies that you are, that you're spending money with, and because they're spending your money on things that might not be what you agree with. So Michael says that's like Duncan. What did they do, Michael?
Yeah. Yo, don't.
No. Tell it, because this bitch spends money on Duncan.
Not a lot.
No, she does it. God, what is it? Spill it.
No, don't tell me.
Yeah.
Like once in a while, I prefer that over Starbucks shit.
Depends. What did they do?
Oh, now you're gonna make me look. What has Duncan done now?
Now, if I'm missing anything, you guys add in. Tell me what I'm missing as far as making conscious choices to opt out of this corporatism world that we're in. And like I said, someone said, "Did you forget?" Or Michael said, "Did you forget?" What did we forget?
Oh, what did we forget?
What did they do? I guess we did
I
forget.
see rewards changes is all I'm seeing.
Yeah.
For free coffees and stuff like that, which I don't follow that. I don't bother with that, but
time to make the donuts, Eva. Oh, well, I guess you're okay. It seems like it's just time to make the donuts.
Oh, yeah. That, I don't like that they don't make the donuts and stuff anymore. And
no, they don't. They bring them in.
Yeah, they do all that. Cookie cutters.
We're taking a break to flex some titties. Flex them.
Oh, yeah.
We got a titty flex. Cool. Do a stretch. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there we go.
And by the way, yeah, we are supported by our wonderful gold company, which is Wise Wolf Gold and Silver Exchange. You can go to aprilhunter.gold if you do want to put your money into something that is going to grow. At least you're not going to lose it. And if you do decide to do a recurring buy, and you can do that with as little as $50, they will give you some free constitutional silver. If you go to aprilhunter.gold and put in this happy little coupon, it is 1776. Anybody can remember that one, right? So they are veteran owned. They are good people. We've had them on the show before. Right here, America. So yeah, aprilhunter.gold. Also, if you are paying attention, go over to patreon.com, April Hunter. I have started doing my annual Halloween countdown. So we do a countdown that's me and my boobs. We do a countdown every year to Halloween. Yeah, that's right. We all do a countdown every year for Halloween. So let's see. The first day we started off with a vampire, and today was Freddy. We did Freddy Krueger. So we're going to do something every single day up through Halloween. So you do not have to pay to be a member at Patreon. You can be free. So it's just, you can go over there and support me. I do free and paid posts on every tier. So patreon.com, April Hunter.
Yes.
All right.
Where else do they find you, by the way? While we're looking there?
I'm always embarrassed to say this because I'm kind of an OnlyFans failure, but I do have an OnlyFans that I opened during lockdowns. It's OnlyFans April Hunter.
Yes.
I am way more active on Patreon because OnlyFans has so many laws now. But if you're into just the nudie stuff, I do send out, they do host videos there. So I am allowed to send out some of my my topless and my nude stuff over there. If you're into that, you can find me there, or Real April Hunter on Instagram if you're a cheap fucker that doesn't want to spend any money but just wants to stay in touch.
But your favorite site is Patreon.
Yeah, that's me.
And tell them why though. It's because you can do everything on there, right? And you have
Yeah,
the free
there-
versions. You can put your what on there. You can your writings. You can do everything on there.
I love Patreon because it's anything you want it to be. So for me, it is basically an all-encompassing fan club. So I can have it's a non-porn site, but they do allow nudity. So I can put up, and I'm a non-porn girl, but because I've done nudity, I am on the internet. I'm classified as adult, so I'm thrown into a porn category, which annoys me because to me, porn is anything with insertion and bodily fluids. I don't do that, so people get confused. I have always done erotica and physique and Playboy style. So there's really not a home online for people like me. We're either getting completely disrespected or we're getting dinged left, right, and center with all these extra high fees because we're in the triple X category where there's tons of chargebacks. So if we're running our own site, we're getting slammed with fees. Where Patreon kind of is that home for us where we can have our artistic and sexy and like fetishy stuff up there, but we can also have our pro wrestling things up there and what we're creating and behind the scenes stuff and Comic Cons and comic books and everything else. So I put
really
everything
cool.
up there.
I said that's really cool, actually. And we know how the censorship world is getting, and gosh, you've talked about it all the time, and so that's something they can always find you on. No matter what happens with anything, they can find you.
Well, knock wood. I would never say, online, but yeah. But yes, I'm on there and I'm on there a lot. And
between you've also been actively pursuing on TikTok.
Yes.
And YouTube.
Yes.
And between, make sure you follow the show on all those platforms as well as April. And
yes, and thank you to everybody watching the replay. We appreciate you very much.
Yes, she is on Cameo, by the way. She does cameos.
I do. Yes, I'm on Cameo. Yep, you can find me on there. I do one or two a week. I'm actually doing one after the show.
Cool.
And War Demon, yes, War Demon says there's a Friday the 13th this year. There's also, he's been a Patreon member since day one. He has, and he's
there's not a Friday 13th, is there?
I don't know.
Oh, it's just October. Sorry, it might be November. Sorry.
Okay.
I'm looking.
Now you're gonna check. Mauricio's like, move the boobs for me. Throw some biddies. I will move those titties. So, but yeah.
No.
Oh, Chowny Man beat you to it. Chowny Man did it. So thank you.
Wow. Holy cow.
Thank you.
War Demon, I hate to tell you, there's no more this year.
Oh no. October 13th is a Monday.
Correct. And November is a Thursday and December is a Saturday. Doesn't mean she can't celebrate.
I choose to believe War Demon. Yes. You all be quiet with your
That's right.
I want to believe that truth. And now we can believe anyone's truth. So that's my truth is now that there's going to be a Friday the 13th.
I agree. I'm with you 100%.
So we now have multiple different truths, and that one is mine. Thank you, War Demon. I'm taking your truth. Anyway.
And Maurizio, you should get on Twitch there, and if you throw a bunch of biddies, you know where that goes. She can move them boobies for you then.
All right. So here are some things you guys can do.
Go ahead.
That's right. Here's what we can do for food and health. Now, remember what I tell you, being healthy and independent is one of the most radical, resistant moves that you can make. So, and that's why we focus a lot on health and living your best life here. So on this show, so cook meals from scratch, buy whole foods. Anything in packaging, again, that's corporate crap usually. Grow foods, even herbs in a windowsill. So, and it tastes good. It tastes good. Even just basil's a weed. Anybody can grow basil. And you get some burrata. which is a soft mozzarella cheese or just mozzarella, and get some tomatoes, and you throw that basil on there with some olive oil and a little what do you call it, balsamic vinegar. Oh, so good. And that's an easy meal, easy salad. So what is that?
It was the gong. I'm sorry.
Oh, stop playing with sound effects. All right. Grow food, even herbs, from a windowsill. Learn basic foraging or wild edible plants. A lot of you don't. We've been convinced that dandelions in our yard is a bad thing. Dandelions in your yard is an apothecary. So your yard carries a lot of things that keep you from getting sick. Stop spraying your yard, and you will probably not have to go to the doctor's office very much once you learn what all is in your yard and how healthy it is for you. But they have managed to convince you that your yard needs to be emerald green and spongy while you poison the water system for everybody. Okay, so preserve food through canning, fermenting, or dehydrating. Make your dog's food from scratch, a lot better that way.
Mhm.
Explore herbal medicine and remedies. Avoid reliance on fast food chains and delivery apps. I know people that I know people that are thousands and thousands of dollars in debt on their credit card from like Uber Eats.
DoorDash.
I mean, thousands.
Yeah.
And they're paying like 28% interest off of DoorDash meals. That's just it's crazy. Just make it at home. Just make it at home.
Yep.
Once you get in the habit of making the food, okay, if you have to do something, if you
Go
have
pick
to
it up.
do it, no, if you have to do something, get the meal delivery service thing, like Every Plate.
Right.
You know, go to everyplate.com or something and do that, and I'll give you a code for it, so you get like X amount of free meals. I have
Dinnerly. Dinnerly was
or
a pretty good one
Dinnerly
for the price too.
Yeah, something
Yeah.
like that. I actually have codes for that. So then you can learn to make your food. It's like a cooking class, and it's food. And then you can learn how to do it. And then they give you the recipe card, and then you can make it as many times as you want. Okay, so avoid pills, use plants. Start using herbal, plants, herbal medicines to help prevent illnesses instead of using pills once you get them. So what I missed there as far as food and health?
Nothing. I think you covered it all too. And you can start with easy stuff. There's something that I learned from April. You don't have to eat the big steak all together, or the whole. If you cook up a whole bunch of chicken, and you can repurpose the chicken and the leftovers for other things, like adding it to a salad the next day.
Yeah. And throw
like
the
that.
steak on arugula, add a little blue cheese. Yum.
And all kinds of things, and it becomes an amazing meal the next day, just with a little bit of effort. And not a lot of effort, and right out of your yard too.
Yeah. Oh, Michael says, I like that my friend in Tampa Ubered my cake she bought me on Sunday birthday weekend. It was awesome.
That's awesome.
Okay, that's definitely a thing.
Yes, that was a worthy use.
Yeah, exactly. That's what
Happy
Uber's meant to
birthday,
be
Kat.
used for. Happy birthday.
Yes.
Exactly. Winona said, there's also a food and drink category on Twitch where you can watch streamers and learn to cook. Yes.
There you go. YouTube as well, and other
Instagram too.
Change your feed.
Aaron sent me a thing last week, our old co-host, where it was food from history. So I'm trying to think of the channel, but it's historic food from hundreds of years ago, like moon cakes. Have you ever heard of moon cakes? I have never heard of them. But moon cakes used to be made at harvest time, speaking of the moon, where they would be flaky pastry dough stuffed with all kinds of things. It could be sweet or savory. Like they would do pine nuts and, berries and things like that. And they would bake them into a flaky pastry to appreciate the moon or worship the moon. So,
Wow,
and they would
amazing.
so the chef on there will explain the recipe. He'll try to translate it as best he can from the 1700s, because he'll talk about the flour, the flying flour, which means it's light flour, I guess. And then he'll tell you the whole history of these cakes and why they were used and how people worshipped back then. It's super interesting. So
yeah, cookbooks.
yes,
You can
yes,
go
yes,
through a
yes.
cookbook and try new things all the time and make your own ideas and write little notes in there.
Yeah, I liked when I was traveling. I liked collecting cookbooks from other countries when I could find them in
Cool.
English. So
That's cool.
One of my favorite one was Marie Claire French Cooking, Simple French Cooking. So,
Oh wow!
I love that one. Okay, so we have community and culture. Engage with independent media and podcasts. Look at you guys. Look at you guys. You're ahead of everything because you're the smart and sexy squad. You're the smart and sexy squad. You're already here. You're ahead of the curve. And yes, Michael, women do love a man that can cook just as much as men love a woman who can cook. You are absolutely correct.
Right
yeah,
on.
guys, if you can make at least just a couple signature things, but yeah, if you're good at cooking, man, I mean, you have a really good chance at having your dick sucked a lot more. I'm just saying.
You're gonna have a good night.
Save room for dessert.
Hey, the better it is, and the more you try, the better your food gets. Guess
That's
what?
right. We
Better your
appreciate
love
it.
life gets.
Winona says, I think there's a show like that too called Food That Made America. Oh, I would love that.
Oh yeah. Well,
And
in that case, there's a lot of biddies thrown around. You might as well.
That's right. Cool, awesome dude. Thank you. We appreciate you. Okay, so smart and sexy squad, you guys are ahead of the game on this one here. And we have as far as where did it go? Oh, community and culture. Okay, so engage with independent media and podcasts. We got it. Talk face to face with friends, neighbors, and family, like real people. Imagine that. Yeah, sometimes my neighbors are dicks, man, and my friends are just like, why don't you do something about it? I'm like, because I don't want a neighbor dispute. You never know when you're going to need your neighbors. So it's just not worth being petty with neighbors. Just fucking let it go. Let it go. Just let it go. Always try and get along with your neighbors as best you can. So I'm not saying you have to be a doormat. I'm just saying do the best you can to let it go with boundaries.
Right. That's
healthy boundaries and tall fences make for great relationships with your neighbors.
Yeah, okay, don't throw the dog poop back over the fence.
Right. Let's see. Host community gatherings, potlucks, reading groups, movie nights with your DVDs, game nights. So we do that.
Yes.
Having game nights or like everybody bring food and do a game night, that's actually a lot of fun. And it's cheap. And you get everybody together. What?
Sorry, I was just thinking about air hockey. I apologize. I didn't mean to do that. I was thinking, you could save up tokens and stop at game rooms once in a while.
Oh my God, yeah.
Yeah, that was fun. Yes.
Let's see. Where are we? Participate in local politics or grassroots organizing. It's always nice when you're the one in charge, right? Mentor or teach skills directly to your community. That's a big deal. If you have something that you can teach. I just watched a guy teach keyhole gardening. So I thought it was fascinating. It just took a little bit of his area and he made a keyhole area for gardening with a compost thing right in the middle. And he was just growing so much food and he was teaching people how to do it. If you can't do it like in person, you could also put it up on a YouTube video online.
You know where it does that a lot down there, down here is the local libraries have people come in and do local teachings like that for free.
Yeah.
And local like care centers, things like senior centers, things like that. Where you can teach what you want.
I wanted to mention a lot of places have community gardens too. You might not realize it, but if you actually look in your area and see if you can find a community garden, you might be able to grab a plot and start growing some good stuff.
May I comment on something?
Yeah.
Word Demon, I think you're wrong there. Okay. So if you get on some of those things that we've mentioned before, like Meetup and other apps, they actually do game nights in restaurants or people's houses.
Yeah.
Even if you don't know the people, that
You're
you can
invited.
sign up to go meet those people, and you are invited to go, and you go meet new people that way.
Yes, meetup.com. You can find things to do in person with other people. And that's how I've met a lot of my friends, actually. So if
A
you
lot
want
of them
to,
do game night, board game.
if you want to
things like that.
go, they'll have like adult game night or adult board game night, or
Mhm.
they'll have new restaurant groups where tonight we're going to try Indian food. So
Yep.
you don't have to know anybody. You can just sign up, say, okay, I'll be there too, and just show up. So
Yeah, there's one up here that goes to Denny's restaurant once a month on a Sunday for lunch. Bring a board game, and you see all who's going too, if they're like your age group too.
yeah. So and it's like trying on shoes. Not every meetup group is going to be your fit. And not everybody who might be your fit might go to that meetup group that particular time. Maybe they'll be there on the next time. So you kind of have to try a few times before you, or maybe you'll get lucky with the first time and be a Cinderella slipper. Who knows? But
Yeah, give it a try.
be patient and try a few. Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah, Eric's the same. For those of us who don't have friends, follow April's and Eva's advice on that. I think anybody could go out and find people that way. It's
Yeah.
not super difficult.
Mhm.
Okay, and last but not least, in this community culture area, don't live in fear. Now, this is a
Mhm.
conscious choice. So it is very easy to get fear mongered. Surprisingly easy. You would not believe how much fear is thrown at us all day long through every possible. It's just over and over and over and over again, from news, social media, radio, friends, and people be like, "Hey, did you hear? Hey, did you see? Da da da, blah blah blah." Don't live that way. I mean, it's one thing you can learn to control yourself and your emotions and your ability to not react, but respond, or to recognize psyops and bullshit and manipulation, and choose not to live in fear.
Right.
So,
Actually,
we're demon. Yes,
yes,
he's asking if video games count as game night. Yes, and they do
Yeah.
video game nights. Yes,
there is a lot of places that do that.
yeah.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
All right. So there's just one more section, I think.
And that's
And then
part
just-
of the fear that they give us to War Demon, to try and keep us indoors and friendless and
Isolated.
not socialize. Yeah, and isolated. Yes. And don't give in to that. Just give it a shot. Pick your hobby there. If it's video games,
Do you know why they pick 6 feet of distance? You know why they pick 6 feet of distance, but the average person doesn't know why they pick 6 feet of distance.
Okay.
Look up heart math, literally heart math. Because we're electrical beings and our biorhythms are such that we sync with one another when we are close to each other. So at 6 feet of distance, we stop syncing up with other people. This is how connected we are together. So you start feeling very alone and isolated, even if you're in the presence of other people, if you don't sync up with them. And at 6 feet apart, you don't sync up with them. Like, I think the COVID situation was one of the most devastating social experiments. And I don't think it was just a virus. I think it was a social experiment. I think it was more of a social experiment than a virus, because they pulled out all the stops to make us feel as isolated, as alone, as psychological, do as much psychological damage to us, our kids, everything. I mean, it was the damage was tremendous. It was tremendous.
Have you noticed that as they keep trying to pull these stunts again, it's not happening, and more people are taking to the streets in other
Yes.
countries as well?
Yeah.
Even though they're trying to squash that information as well.
Yeah, what we're not seeing right now in England is a mass protest.
Massive.
We're seeing a lot of it. I think they ended up, screwing themselves because they inadvertently awakened a lot of people.
Mhm.
And I think that was not the desired outcome they were hoping for.
No, I don't think so.
So to all of you who are awake now, congratulations.
Right. And keep doing what you're doing and keep taking to the streets. Fight.
Yeah, it's kind of amazing how much we did not see beforehand. Okay, so this is the last section, and then there's a quick countdown. So this is under the attention and spirit section. Take unplug days, disconnect from screens regularly. I cannot emphasize how important this is. We went up to North Carolina for 9 days up in the mountains, and the internet up there was not really a priority, or it was not that great. How much time? We spent almost all that time offline.
Felt great.
Yeah. And when you go outside, the reason you feel so refreshed after being in nature is because the sounds of nature are at a frequency that's healing. So the sounds of crickets, when you listen to birds sing, there's a calming effect there. Possibly because humans love to hear birds sing because it means that they're safe and there's no predators nearby. So something about it just relaxes us and brings us like, okay. So take unplug days, disconnect from screens regularly, go outside, practice journaling, meditation, or prayer. Even if it's just 2 minutes, try and meditate for 2 minutes where you're just grounding yourself. You're just doing a body scan and going from feet to head and just breathing for a few minutes. If you have a hard time with meditating, like a lot of people do, just do that. And Winona says they would have done everything except create a real life purge. And honestly, I wouldn't put them past that to try it next. Exactly. And that's this point. Okay. So we all failed. We failed with COVID. So we did not pass that test, obviously. Now, with digital IDs and with surveillance and what's going on, what they're pushing for right now, and make no mistake, they are pushing it. So Bill Gates wants everybody with a digital ID. They're going to use the shit they created with open borders, crime, and all this fucking bullshit. They're going to use their own their AI surveillance and digital IDs as the answer to the problem that they created, which was always the plan. So this is COVID 2.0. This is your chance. This is everyone's chance to redeem themselves. You didn't stand up for the mandates. Most people didn't stand up and say no. Now you can stand up and say no. This is your opportunity to say, I will not comply. We will not comply. So this is it. This is your chance to shine, to speak out, to stand up, and to do it right. Because once we cross that threshold, and if you cross over into digital ID and digital money, there's no coming back from it. We are never coming back from it. Once they take rights, once they take cash, once they take all of that, you are never getting that freedom back. Cash means tooth fairy money. Cash means selling some stuff on Facebook Marketplace, and you get to keep that and not pay taxes on it. Cash, because you already paid taxes on it once before. They love to tax you twice. They love to tax you twice. They want to tax you when you buy it and then tax you when you sell it. So, I mean, seriously. So cash means you're buying things and they're not tracing it or selling your information on what you're buying. So cash means sending your kid or your grandkids some college money or birthday money. So what else is that? Yeah. Cash is important. So we cannot give that up. We cannot go to a digital ID. We cannot make it easy for them.
Right. No chips.
No. So
put that phone down.
Yeah. This is the threshold right here. It's already coming to, it's being pushed in England right now. It's when it goes, what's in Europe, what is in Europe ends up here. So it's going to come here. So these are the things we could start doing now to make it real hard on them. So, and we can make it so they're not making so much money from us, and not having as much information to sell too. Why make it easy for them? Why make them extra billionaires in the process? So take unplug days, disconnect from screens, practice journaling, meditation, prayer, limit doom scrolling and algorithm driven feeds. again, they make money off of that. So, and you suffer for it. So limit your doom scrolling. You can even set a timer. I set a timer with Instagram. I give myself 30 minutes. When the timer goes off, that's my time. That's still a half hour of my life, 24 hours a day. I'm still generally, I almost always hit the timer each day. That's still a half hour out of my day every day that I'm losing on Instagram, either posting or pushing or getting caught up in something. So somebody else doing, you know, pole dancing is not making my goals more reachable. But, you know, all of this stuff is there to keep you from reaching your potential. You are not going to write your book. You are not going to the top of your class. You are not going to achieve everything you're supposed to achieve. You're not going to build it. You're not going to do it. You're not going to get it because you're going to be doing this, watching AI and everything else do stuff while you lose your dreams. Who did you used to be? Who were you? What were your dreams? What dreams have you lost because of phones and death scrolling and all the time that you've lost? Who were you before all of this? Try to remember that. Try to remember what dreams you had before sitting down in front of a TV for 2 and 3 hours a night. And what you could accomplish if you did not do that, even if it was just a couple of nights. So, and Alex is saying, I guess credit cards are out too. No, credit cards aren't out, but I would limit them. The interest rates are really high. So, you know, I would use with caution.
Here's another thing too. Write check. Pay your bills with the checks instead of your credit cards. Your debit card, believe it or not, there's fees.
3%.
So even if you use your debit card to pay for something, there's a fee. There's a transaction fee to pay for that. When you pay, let's say, your water bill, you're paying the $2 fee. You know, that $2
again,
fee.
death by 1,000 paper cuts. They're bleeding you. Yeah, I've actually paid a lot of quite a few things by check because they take a fee for me to pay my taxes online and do a bunch of other stuff like that. I'm like, I'm not paying.
Pay by check, pay by electronic check, whichever you can do. So
I'm not paying extra to pay. Fuck you.
Yeah, fuck you. Yeah. There it is. There's a ducky. There
you want to charge me to pay you? No.
Yeah.
All right. Okay, so that's algorithm feeds. Limit those. Create instead of consume. We were just talking about that. Create instead of consume. Art, writing, gardening, music. Set aside some time to make sure you're creating instead of consuming. They want us to be consumers, nonstop consumers. They want us to eat. They want us to watch. They want us to scroll. They want you to consume until you are so unhealthy that you need medication all the time, that you are just relying on the system to survive. What is that?
That's funny.
Peace.
Peace out.
So they want us consuming. So don't do it. Make sure you are being creative, because that's what we are. We are creators and we are creative, and we feel better when we do that. There's a dopamine and a serotonin that is released when we're creating. I mean, everybody can be creative. We were all artists when we were kids until something stopped us, probably school, you know. So go back to being creative. Yeah.
Work.
Find your niche.
Yeah.
And last but not least, before we go through this fast checklist, celebrate joy and creativity as acts of resistance, and be healthy as an act of resistance too. If you can be creative and joyful and healthy and not in debt, you are ahead of the game, my friend. You are so far ahead of the game. So our smart and sexy squad is already ahead of the game, I know.
That's right.
Alex is asking, what if the credit card is from your credit union? Yes.
Well, yeah. Mine is.
Yeah. Yes.
So, yeah, you said earlier, is GTE still a credit union? Yes. And you know, I don't know where you are, but we have them in Florida. There's Suncoast Credit Union.
Suncoast, yeah. I have Franklin Mint.
There's quite a few.
Mine's Pennsylvania still.
So yeah, I use Suncoast. So love it. Love them. They're awesome.
So, yeah, and again, you can get a credit union discount if you ask around, look around. You can do a little search. What places give credit union discounts? You can look.
Yeah, I use their electronic checks to pay bills, so I don't pay fees.
War Demon, you said EBT doesn't work. So, did you know that EBT gives you access to a ton of museums, either free or super cheap? So you can look in your area which museums allow you to go in free with EBT, and there's going to be a bunch. So if you're ever looking for something to do or someplace to go, you can check that out.
Yes.
So, hi Cheng Phil, what's up? Okay, so here's the last of the checklist. Here again, here it is in a nutshell: how to opt out of fascism, corporatism, how to get some of your life back and stay in control. Here you go. Use cash for at least one purchase here and there. Support a local business, a farmer, or an artisan. Here's your daily checklist. Okay, keep a little cash on you at all times. $20 bill, just $20 bill, or 2 5s and a 10. Some money, even if it's just tipping in cash. There you go. Daily checklist. Use cash for at least one purchase. Support a local business, farmer, or artisan. Cook or prepare a meal from scratch. Spend 30 minutes without screens. Go for a walk. Read, create, write. Read a physical book or a magazine, even if it's just for 10 minutes a day. Use or add to your physical media collection, DVDs, CDs, vinyl, or magazine. Talk face-to-face with a neighbor, friend, or family. Skip or block advertising. Use ad blocker, mute, and avoid ad-driven platforms. Repair, mend, or reuse something instead of buying new. Engage with independent or alternative media. Grow, forage, or preserve some food, even if it's just a small herb sprigs. Grow something in your window. Practice a community action, which is share, barter, volunteer, co-op work. Journal, meditate, or do one thing that strengthens your inner freedom. Choose joy or creativity over passive consumption. Play music, make art, dance in your kitchen, or cook something. So there is your daily checklist.
Dance in the kitchen.
Dance in the kitchen.
Turn up the music. You can do all the above. While you're cooking in the kitchen, turn the music up and freaking dance.
That's it. You can get 3 birds stoned at once.
Right on. I know somebody. Huh.
And if you're really good, you can read while you're doing it too.
Okay. I don't know about that.
So
yes,
those are your conscious decisions that you can do. So
yes.
To retain more control, and there you go. Michael says, love playing music while in my apartment. Definitely dance around a little bit too. Puts you in a higher vibe. Yep.
Right on.
All right, Demon. Mwah.
Yes.
So did I miss anything, you guys? Oh, Chowny man, thank you.
Oh,
thank you. Oh, that's a big one right there. That's a lot of biddies. It's your birthday. What? Oh my God, I did not know that. Wait, you covered up. Thank you. Thank you. There
we go. There we go.
Thank you.
It's your birthday.
It's your birthday. Go ahead. It's your birthday. Go ahead. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Chowny man. Happy birthday to you.
Woo!
And many more.
Happy birthday.
Thanks, Chowny man. We love you. So
that's awesome.
Yeah, was there anything else we wrote down that we needed to hit?
Okay. There is other things, but that's okay. We're good.
Okay.
Just like us everywhere. Like April everywhere. Every platform.
It helps us with the algorithm. It really does.
Yeah.
So if you like us, if you share us, it really, really helps. We appreciate you.
If you know people that are audio, follow us on Podbean, please.
Yes. Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and we are now also on Spotify. Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and I've been trying to add to my TikTok too. Trying to get that up and going.
Yes.
And
Send
you know,
an
this whole
email.
we're doing the craft show next week. If you are a crafter and you want to show and tell, please send an email to us. What is the email again, Eva?
The ashow.aprilhunter@gmail.com.
Yeah, we will feature you on the show next week.
Yes.
We're also going to have we're going to have Goldilocks on in November, and of course for our annual Halloween show. Guess who's coming back? Shelly Martinez.
Awesome.
So we
I'm
are going to have
excited.
we're going to have a Halloween show for you. And here's the deal with that. We're going to have to pre-tape it because of Shelly's schedule. And also I'm not going to be in town. So we're going to pre-tape it on a Sunday afternoon. So we will let you know. And if you guys are available, we'll actually do it live on that Sunday afternoon and then put it on for our Halloween week too. So if you want to sit in with us so you could be part of the crowd and you know, interact, we would love to do that instead of just pre-taping. So just pay attention. I'll put it up on Twitter or something. I'll be like, hey, we're going to go live tomorrow or Sunday. You know, make sure you come in and hang out with Shelly and Eva and I. So we'll be doing that. So watch my shiz.
Next week, craft show.
Yeah, next week, craft show.
And where can they find you soon?
Well, since one of these things is to see people face to face, you can see us face to face. That's not like a vagina thing. This is you can see us face to face at Tampa Bay Screams on the 30th. That is a Thursday evening. We're doing a Halloween party at OCC Roadhouse in Clearwater. So if you're in Florida, we are going to have a fun show. It's a meet and greet. So, you know, bring some money and spend it on us, but we're also having a party. So there'll be a costume competition, live music. It'll be fun. So since this is part of your therapy to hang out face to face, we want to do that with you. It is a good time. And the food there is really good. That's that place is owned by Paul Sr. from
Orange County Choppers.
Yeah, that's why it's called OCC. So it is a good time. That's it. I think that's you can also see me on patreon.com, April Hunter. And yes, I will have my soaps. I don't have a lot listed on Etsy. I have things that I've made that I have not listed. I have some new ones. You know, winter is coming, which is pumpkin cardamom. I have a new one called reindeer fuel, which is cappuccino and chocolate and peppermint. So I have a bunch of different stuff that I haven't put on Etsy yet that you can only get in person. So yeah. Anyway. Oh, and Haunted Harvest. I've got that one too. I didn't list that one either. So got a bunch of stuff. Anyway, thank you for being with us. Hopefully we have made things a little, hopefully you're in the resistance with us, you know, so you can end up on the list with us when the government does that. So and we'll all be in trouble together, you know.
Well, they are the smart and sexy squad.
Yes, we'll be the smart and sexy smart and sexy group getting you know. But anyway, yeah. So we will see you next Tuesday. See you next Tuesday. And remember, divide is their biggest weapon. Unity is our biggest strength. Don't fall for it. It is bought and paid for. It is literally bought and paid for. Okay. So stay tuned. It is bought and paid for. Hate bought and paid for. So lots of love to you guys, and see you next Tuesday. Bye.
Yes. Bye.